Palantir stock is down almost 56% year to date and 72% from its 52-week high. Recently, at the World Economic Forum in Davos, CEO Alex Karp was asked if he watches the stock price. Here's the answer.
Really, never.
But you must look at it, given what's happened, given the collapse. And I ask because I imagine that you have employees who are looking at that stock price, and that creates its own complication.
Let me explain. Let me just, first of all, Palantir's launched 5 of the most important products in the world, some of which are playing an active role in every part of your life, both in terms of disseminating COVID, vaccine, and lots of things we're doing don't talk about. Every time we launch a product, people think we're idiots or crazy or insane, and very often these products power the world. So I don't see going on a DPO any different than launching a product. We're in very difficult times. Palantir is built for difficult times. Of course I care what employees, investors are going through, but what they should care about and what I care about is where's the company going to be in a couple years? And let me tell you another thing about bad times. Our primary competition are startups invigorated by the hot, somewhat caustic and addictive fumes of loose venture dollars. Those companies are being cut off from the vapors of those fumes, and that affects my business much more than any stock price, meaning that I do not lose employees to these companies that are 2 days before they fail. The people that should come to Palantir and power a better world don't go to a startup that's going to essentially build consumer products that help none of us. So that's like a massive opportunity for Palantir.
On that same interview, Alex Karp was asked about a report by Morgan Stanley where an analyst was questioning if Palantir should be valued as a true software company or a consulting firm. Here is what he said.
I know what they're going to say in 2 years. Why do I read them now?
What are they going to say in 2 years?
They're going to say, you know what, Palantir focused on building high quality revenue. 60% of it comes from the only source that isn't going to go away. They make free cash flow off of that, and they've delivered 5 of the most interesting products in the world. By the way, they will then be writing about Apollo and our stuff on the edge and the military stuff we can't talk about, and our revenues will have increased, and in the end, it's a multiple on revenue.
Right.
And that's what they're going to write.
So what this Morgan Stanley analyst said is, this is a company that should be considered a consulting company, not a software company. And that was in terms of what the multiple that should be applied to that company. How do you think about that?
It's complete idiocy. I mean, it's just like, look, the company that supplied, the product that supplied your vaccine, which I'm sure he took, comes from us. The products that are involved in every war effort in the world come from us. We're working in environments I don't even know about, where my product is installed, no one has access. This is just like something that people believe. I'll tell you, this comes from when we build a product, we deploy it, and then we iterate to the point of product productivity. The big tech, I doubt it, but the moderate-sized tech, you know, I mean, a lot of these people are depressed because they live in a world where, you know, for every unit of effort they put in, they've gotten 100 units back. And for the first time, they have to live with what the rest of the world lives with, is they did their best, and now it didn't go as well as they thought. And so, you know, I think if you could sell like some form of heroin to them that would put them asleep for 2 years till they could wake up till better times, you could sell for any amount of money. So I think that's probably, you know, their depression is going to be a problem for their companies. But the reason why structurally it's a long way from changing is the parasitic model of we take your asset, whether the asset is your data in individuals or your data as an enterprise, and we sell it back to you where we make all the money, is highly lucrative.